I don't think this is a new thing. You, if you're an introvert, probably had a time when you wanted to be an extrovert. You wished you were cool and more outgoing and talkative and made lots of friends. I did too at one point in my life, and I felt like a boring human being. But growing up, I learned how to embrace it, and I am going to share them with you. I think the first step to... Is it raining? I think the first step to embracing your introversion is to really know about introversion. The correct definitions, the misconceptions, everything about it. I mean, okay, we can't really know everything about a certain thing, but at least know enough about it. This video of Susan Cain really made me embrace my introversion. She talked about how lately the world has been more in favor of extroverts and that there should also be a place for introverts. There should be a balance. They're introverts and people shouldn't force them to be more outgoing or rowdy when they just aren't. One of my favorite things that she said on that talk was solitude matters, and that for some people it is the air that they breathe. And I've never heard anything more accurate about what I was feeling that time. Some of the most known qualities of an introvert are having a rich inner world, speaking with intention, being a good listener, having a quiet and peaceful nature. And it's just nice to know that people like you for these qualities that you have. Knowing these really made me feel like I am not inferior, because I'm not. We aren't. There are people like me and people who value these qualities that I have and we have, and I think that's pretty cool. I'd also like to know that you shouldn't hide behind a label. It's not all black and white, and no one is ever 100% introverted or extroverted. We're all on a spectrum. Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you're like any other introvert. You decide how you define yourself as an introvert. I read this off of somewhere, but did you know that introverts make good salespeople? I mean, it sounds very contradicting, but think about it. The listening ability, the composure, their calm nature, the ability to make a good relationship out of the customers.
Hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer.
And this is just an example. Think about all the people that made a big difference in the world. Rosa Parks, Gandhi, Charles Darwin, Einstein. I don't want to go too in depth with this, but it's just a matter of using these qualities to your advantage. Susan Cain, in that TED Talk, she used this imagery of an introvert having an impulse of guarding what's inside a suitcase. And at the end, she says, occasionally, just occasionally, I hope you will open up your suitcases for other people to see, because the world needs you and it needs the things you carry. To those people who want to change and be extroverted, you can, I guess, to a certain extent. According to what I learned, because I researched on this and I am so proud of myself, introversion and extroversion came from genetics mostly. But again, it is a spectrum. It's not all black and white. You can be a social introvert or a shy introvert. I guess it'll depend on which extroverted trait you want to improve on, but I don't know. Now I have to say something very important. I've used my introversion as kind of an excuse for a lot of things. I'm still learning to go out of my comfort zone and learning about what's good for me and what's too much for me. Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you should fully be alone all the time. It's still important to socialize and exchange new ideas and meet new people. And meet new people from time to time. It's still important to have a balance of everything. It's important for introverts to collaborate with others, and it's also important for extroverts to work on their own. And if you have any more advice on how to embrace who you are, if I missed anything, or if you want to share something as an extrovert or an introvert or an ambivert, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to it. And as always, please stay safe and get yourself educated about the things that are going on right now. Okay, bye.